Okay, we're playing 60 seconds again, because I didn't survive last time, and that made me really sad. Because I beat this game on Xbox so many times, and then the first run I pull on the channel is that disastrous run. Like, that was awful. That was awful. On Xbox, I got most of the endings except the cat lady ending. So, hopefully, on here I can do that. There are a decent amount of things in this room. I'll start off here. Soup. Bro. Amy. Some soup. Yep. Some more soup and water. And a radio. Water. Yes, yes, yes. I think I'm gonna bring Mary Jane because I've seen that you can make her turn into a mutant, and I really want to see that happen. Because I think that's really cool that she can turn into a mutant. I need the map. Go, 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 go. Checkerboard. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. I think that was an okay scavenge. But yeah, I think that was an okay scavenge. Day 1. Let's see. Oh, yes, bro. 5 waters, 8 cans of soup. Dang, I grabbed a lot of soup. The radio, map, Boy Scout book, medkit, padlock, cards, bug spray, ammo, checkers. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Oh, I didn't grab the ammo. But, like, you get my point. Okay. Oh, dang it, I don't have the flashlight. We had some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when. It must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. I don't have the flashlight. So much for getting the ammo. That sucks. Well, whatever, it's okay. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost. Technically, they're still in the shelter. Technically. Good news, everyone. The government just announced they will be dropping crates filled with supplies in our area. Finally, they're useful for something. We should head out to grab those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing some protection gear might not be a bad idea. And I don't have the freaking gas mask. That sucks. Oh my god. Every time I do these scavenge, it's like I get like one thing, and then I forget the other really important thing, but whatever. They all need water, I think. But it's okay. At least you have the radio. And we have a lot of soup and water, so it's not all bad. Everyone's okay. Alright. Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we brought down here. Okay, I think this is a mutant Mary Jane scenario. Please. I got an achievement! Yo! Oh my god, that is sick! What? Oh, that's so cool. Holy shit! That's awesome! Oh my god! Okay, we couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed that's what a regular pipe would do in the event of a nuclear apocalypse and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny today though. Probably no connection to the pipe. None whatsoever. What the hell? Mary Jane went to bed her normal self and now she's all mutated. Oh, Mary Jane, what happened to you? Dude, that is so legit! Oh my god. Wait, that's so good. That's so good for us. Oh, I'm gonna send her out on a scavenge. Yes. Peculiar. It seems that the whole shelter has been shaking every couple of minutes, and it feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens. Here it comes again, and it's way worse. It's an earthquake! Hold on to something! Oh boy. Wonder what we're going to hold on to. It's literally just the radio. But, whatever. I can't believe I got her to turn into a mutant! That's so awesome! Yo! Everyone okay? Let's hope so. We need to make a proper inspection. That was one nasty earthquake. We never used to get such bad ones before. It's all because of the atoms. Definitely the atoms. No one should mess with atoms. No one! Aw, dude, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. I can't believe I got her to turn into a freaking mutant. Okay. Yeah, let's... I have never got her to turn into a mutant before. Guaranteed I haven't played this game that many times before, but... Still. Oh my god, dude, that is awesome. And it's good for us, because we don't have a lot of water. And mutant Mary Jane doesn't require any water, so... Ring ring, there we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again. When suddenly, a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? Damn it. Go answer it. This is the start of the twin ending, right? I think. What do you mean I think, dude? I already know that it's the start. I got it before. Whatever. Starvation. They're all hungry. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune into some emergency radio broadcasts and learn a thing or two. Good thing we have the radio. I'm so glad I brought it. I guess I'm just goated. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone now. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated, yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are the merry man and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we can make some new friends. Should we let them in? No. No, dude, I'm like pretty rich. No, I'm not doing that. Heck no. They're like rob me. So I'm not doing that. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Yeah, I agree. Starvation. A knock on the door is not something we take lightly these days. So when a man came to our doorstep today offering us a highly profitable game of cards, we weren't convinced. Is a bet of 2 soup cans in the card game a reasonable choice in our situation? I usually never do this, but I'm feeling kinda lucky. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, please. I think we won. Wait, did we win? Haha, Lady Lega smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. The man wasn't too happy about it, but he delivered on his promise. Dude. Oh, dude, this run is so lucky. What the frick? Dude, I'm so lucky. Because first Mary Jane turned into a mutant, then, we won that, like, game of cards, and we got, like... Dude! This is awesome! Mark, this is great news. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Say less. Let's do it. Military ending, let's go. We knew it. The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Jeez. Sorry if I keep stuttering a lot, guys. It's always been like a bad thing with me. I always stutter, but it's okay. If there's one sure way to get our attention, it's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they're quite persistent. They've been at it for the past 5 minutes. Should we open? No. 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 And now... Where's Mary Jane? We are not doing good on water, bro. She needs to bring back... I really want her to bring back water. Because if I get this lucky ass run and then I don't succeed, then I'm gonna cry. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we peeked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it, but we're pretty sure it's meant for us. Should we open it? No. Nothing good comes from that suitcase scenario. Mary Jane's back. What did she bring back? Okay, I see she brought back some water. What else? 1 soup. Okay, 2 water. And a whole lot of nothing. I don't know how to feel about that. That could definitely have gone better. Where is a ball when you need one? We are really bored and we need something to occupy ourselves with. Too many hours of counting pipe droplets is not healthy. There has to be an alternative. I guess I'll just do checkers. I don't know why I wasted time thinking about that. That was so stupid. Anyway. A game of checkers, a cup of coffee, and a newspaper is all a 1950s man needs. There's no coffee down here, and the paper boy probably got blown up. Yay! Checkers! Yeah. Let's go! Checkers. Okay. Wait, she doesn't need water. Okay. Okay, everyone's good. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. Okay. I want to send Mary Jane out on a scavenge because I heard there's a scenario with her that's like 50-50. And if you say yes or no, then she might leave, and I really don't want that. Once had we waited through all the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men from Mars abducting people. It was pretty amusing. Okay, I guess. Like, I guess, bro. Let's send her on a scavenge. We had a chance to meet the strangest people today. He looked just like... I'm sorry, let me restart that. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. We listened to his story about a group of folks just like him who are having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearance. People shoot first and ask questions later. He offered us a deal. If we share some of our supplies with them, they will help us on our next expedition and make sure we're safe. How much soup and water do we have? Okay, yeah, we can definitely spare a soup can before we can spare water, because we don't have that much water. We were relieved when the man assured us that his condition is not contagious. We gladly took his offer and were actually looking forward to our next expedition. That's great news. It's great to hear that. Hungry, hungry, hungry. They're all hungry, but they're not starving. Let's send out Mary Jane. Yeah! Okay, we need her to, like, bring back some water. When we opened the shelter door today, we saw a letter lying on the ground. It was a cry for help from a group of friendly survivors nearby, or at least that's who they claim to be. They're asking us to bring some supplies over to a set location and are giving us their word that we will not regret our generosity. Should we do it? Bro. I mean, I guess. Sure. I guess. Maybe Mary Jane will bring back some soup. Some soup. The authors of the note turned out to be twin siblings, a brother and a sister. They greeted us happily and took us to a small tent where they started handing out the supplies we brought to a small group of hungry survivors. Between them were people of all ages, including children, the elderly, and even a mime. The siblings shook our hands and proclaimed that this is the beginning of a new friendship. They promised to contact us again soon. Nice. We did it. And then he's starting. We could really use some more supplies. We counted all of them today and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know that a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and lead them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe. And we could really use whatever they have. We could really use it, right? No, we couldn't, because that's a test from the twins. If you say yes to that, then the twins aren't gonna welcome you to their bunker. So, welcome. That's what I said. Welcome. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We are not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values even in these troubled times. Especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shining example and leave those poor people alone. Yeah, I agree. Hungry. Jeez. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. And I don't have a shotgun or a flashlight, so I don't know. I don't know what's inside that, and we're not gonna know. We're never gonna know. And Timmy grew an afro. How exciting. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Okay. I think they're all starving. Another broadcast from the military. They said they needed to locate the general area we're in, and that they want us to leave specific markings close by. They said the markings should be cards. Playing cards. How strange is that? We're supposed to go out to the nearest bus stop and pin the card denoting our head count there. Weird? Perhaps, but if we're doing it, the time is now. Sure. I mean, we have the checkers anyway if we get bored or anything, so it'll be fine. The cards are in place. All we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. Okay. Thirsty, hungry. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. Dude, these trades are terrible. Dude, I'm not accepting that. Go away. Leave me alone. Mary Jane is back. Yes. It's nice to see that purple face. Damn. 5 bottles of water. In the end, we decided her offers were not for us. Maybe another time if she ever comes back. Flashlight, soup, 2 waters. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. Not bad. It has become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. We suspect there is something wrong with the ventilation. Maybe it got stuck somehow, but how? We need to investigate or we might suffocate. Boy Scout book. Right? Why am I saying right? Why am I unsure about this game? Oh, shoot! Dolores got sick. What? Using the handbook to research vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured if it's full of pointers on how to fix things, it must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Before we could even check, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out of that cursed vent. Their stings hurt like hell and seemed to give us a fever. Dang it, okay, that was not the correct decision. Well, at least I have a first aid kit. What's that glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no, mutated ants! Their terrifying little mandibles almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out, but Timmy said it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have it their way, but who? I'm team neutral. I'm not choosing anything. Okay. And starvation. Timmy reluctantly agreed to get rid of the insects, but once they escaped his pocket, they proved rather hostile. One even bit his finger. Let's keep our distance in case Timmy decides to mutate and grow mandible overnight. I mean, someone in this shelter already mutated, so I don't know what good that's gonna do. A coded note was left on her doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers, some sort of cipher that will need to be cracked before we can read the letter. Dolores seems eager for this challenge, however it's hard to tell how long this could take her and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? Yeah. I don't think anything bad comes out of that scenario. I think we get more supplies, like once she cracks the note. Dolores instantly sat down with the code and started working on it with a purpose. She looks very focused. Let's hope the note is worth staying up all night. Dolores looks very tired already. I don't care. Boo-hoo, you're tired. Like, I'm tired of your bullshit. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucermen from Mars. Well, I don't have a first aid kit. I used it on Dolores, so... oh no. Yeah, I don't think Timmy's doing too good. Whoops. Bravely ignore your symptoms, Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yarning. Okay, I'm done, bro. I'm not reading the rest of this. But yeah, Timmy isn't looking too good. He's pretty crazy right now. Whatever. The siblings are back. Their group is growing bigger with each passing day, as they pick up tired and hungry survivors and nurse them back to health. However, so far they only have one tent, and soon they will run out of space for everybody. Right now they're scouting the town, looking for a good spot to build a bigger camp, and they could really use a map. Say less, bro. I got a map for you right here. Yeah. We were happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark to still get a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said they would definitely be back to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope they find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready? Maybe freaking baby. That was cringe. That was so cringe. That was so cringe. Whatever. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple, one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We get to see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we make a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? No. Because that scenario specifically, it's for the cat, and Ted is allergic to cats, so he's gonna get sick, which isn't good. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen. Anything sight unseen? And we're not about to start now. Gone are the items of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Anything sight unseen? Am I going crazy? I don't think that makes sense. But maybe I don't make sense. So, whatever. Took several days and a lot of silent cursing, but Dolores finally cracked the code. Impressive! The note contains detailed directions for some secret location nearby, but it also says Dolores must show up alone. She says she's willing to go, but we can't help wondering whether it's some sort of trap. Should she risk it? Yeah. Bye-bye, Dolores. And she's gone, because she went to that location. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Okay. We saw something strange on her way back from the expedition. A chain of lights on the horizon pulsing and flashing in a chaotic manner. It didn't make much sense to us at the time, but when we discussed it in the shelter, Timmy said it might be a secret scout signal. He would need to check out the signal by himself and decode it using a scout book. Sure. I don't see why not. Maybe it'll make him less freaking crazy. We got an achievement, Enigma, and it did make him less crazy. I knew that was a good choice. Okay, but Dolores is back. We haven't seen Timmy this excited in a long time. He decoded the flashing lights as a scout signal indeed, which means some of his friends are still around and kicking. Unless a few bandits found a scout book lying around and now they're trying to lure innocent kids into a trap. Timmy wants to prepare a coded message and try to transmit it soon. And Dolores came back, a little relaxed, and had some extra supplies, so that's cool. This run is going really good. I'm really happy. Whoops. I think I'm gonna send them out on the scavenge later, but anyway. We received another radio broadcast from the military. Apparently, they wouldn't be arriving when we expected, but they suggested they won't be long. However, survivors were requested to render assistance by bringing gas canisters into the nearest bus stop for military vehicles to use. We supposed we could do it, but not without a gas mask. Who knows how long it'll take, and we don't want to get ill in the process. Well, guess who doesn't have a gas mask? Maybe we should just send them out on a scavenge. Whatever. I'm gonna send Mary Jane out on a scavenge, because once she's a mutant, correct me if I'm wrong, but she always comes back. We felt it was too risky. Why am I reading that? Whatever. Okay. Send Mary Jane out. And she doesn't even need any luck, because she's her, bro. She's her. Okay. Dehydrated. Timmy prepared a short message to be translated tonight. There are a few options on how it could be done, so let's try to pick the best one. Or just back out completely. It's not too late to give up on this idea. Flashlight, sure. Because isn't that how they transmitted it? With like a flashlight. Timmy went outside and climbed the highest point he could find, which in our situation turned out to be a fallen over truck with 2 or more cars stacked on top of it. Probably not the safest place to be, but he managed to transmit the message successfully and returned safely. Now, we wait. Okay. Timmy is bored out of his mind and he won't leave Ted alone. First, he wanted to play tag, now it's hide and seek, which are both terrible ideas for a small shelter, like this. Ted is in a bad mood and just wants to be left alone, but Timmy isn't giving up. How about charades? No. Because last time I said yes to that, they broke one of my supplies and I was really angry. Ted got sick. Yay! They both got sick! Bro, what? What is this, bro? Oh my god. Ted refused to play anything. Enraged, Timmy dramatically tried to storm out of his shelter, but the hatch got stuck halfway. By the time we managed to finally close it, everyone had breathed in a bunch of stinky, radioactive air. Nice one, Timmy. How do you mind radiation poisoning? God damn it. Oh, no. God dang it. Now Timmy's crazy and he's sick. But Dolores handled it like a boss. Dang it, my LED lights turn off. Okay. Dehydrated. God, look at how many stuff he has, dude. Oh my god. Why did I do that? I didn't know that would happen. We were about to go to sleep when we heard someone knocking on our door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be in this part of the wasteland? How in the hell did they survive the nuke? Should we open up? Sure. Dolores gets sick then, imagine. Okay. Oh, Timmy isn't crazy. Timmy was right, the signal did come from his scout friends. They managed to track us down thanks to the transmission Timmy sent out a few days ago. And they came bearing gifts. Timmy was happy to finally reunite with his friends, if only for a day. All in all, this was a good day for us. And we got an axe. That is really good. When we looked closely at our map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. Will it lead to some kind of treasure? It might be worth sending someone to find out. Sure, Timmy. Go out. I'm just sending him out for everything. Alright, did we get anything? Those map directions were a cruel joke or just a child's playful imagination. Found nothing. Okay. Should I just let Ted and Timmy die? Whatever, I'll feed them for now. The friendly survivor group is back, and this time with some good news. They succeeded in building a small, cozy camp. People are starting to move in, and between them are quite a few children. Some of these kids get in trouble way too often, getting lost between the ruins while playing tag. The group is looking for any toys or games that would help in keeping the kids safe and entertained. Let's do checkers. Mary Jane is back. Let's see, what did she bring back? Okay, we lost the checkers. It's okay. Ammo, 1 soup, 2 waters. I mean, it's alright. Like, it could be better, but it's okay. Okay. Timmy claimed he couldn't sleep last night due to Ted's loud, incessant? Yo, I'm dumb, bro. What is that word? Incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making quips about the size of Timmy's ears, which enraged Timmy even more. He's desperate for a solution. What can be done about this? I don't have anything. Wow, I don't have anything. Man, whatever. And Timmy's crazy again. How many times is he gonna go crazy? Whatever. Dehydration. Starvation. our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in the most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. Okay. This is the Pancake scenario, which, if anyone doesn't know, Pancake is a dog. He's a character, and if we do all of his events, then he's gonna return to the shelter. So that's cool. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog! The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it will come back later. That's nice. Yeah, Pancake. Pancakey. Well, we don't have him yet, but maybe soon? And random notes. It's the army again. We thought they were near, but it seems something kept them away. Guess we're not leaving just yet. The broadcast was concluded with a request for assistance. They want us to take a few canisters of gas to the nearest bus stop. Apparently, they need it for their transport. This is not something we can do very quickly, so we need a gas mask to stay safe. There is no need to get sick right before we get rescued. Well, I don't have a gas mask, so I don't know what to say, dude. Okay. Starvation. We were sure we'd looked for our supplies carefully, but Mary Jane spotted something all of us missed. A seed! A plant seed! We should plant it to see what happens, but we need a bottle of water for that. Should we use it? No. That's nonsense. We're not doing that. Nope. Also, I think something bad happens if the plant grows up. Like, I don't know. It's like a little shop of horrors situation. Mary Jane is restless and lonely. She really misses her music lessons and she would love to visit her high school again. It's a little further than Timmy's school, but it could be worth the trip. There could still be some supplies there, or maybe she runs into some other kids. It's risky, of course, but it might not be the worst idea ever. So how about it? Should she go on a walk? She's a mutant, bro. Like, there's nothing risky about this. Like, she's a whole ass mutant. The radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree on that, and if it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. That can break the radio, I think. So, no thanks. Ooh, Pancake's back. Ted, you're crazy? Really, bro? Dolores is the only one not crazy. This sucks. Whatever. I guess soon it's just gonna be Mary Jane and Dolores. Barking at her doorstep can only mean one thing. Our dog friend is back. Not caring for hazards of the wasteland, we rushed to open it, and there he was. The poor thing seems tired and starving. Should we share some of our food with him? How much food do we have? Yeah, let's share some food. Just Pancake. Oh, Mary Jane's back. Nice. What did she bring back? I see nothing. I literally see nothing. Are you kidding me? She didn't bring back anything. Bruh. I hate this. Like, just go away. Whatever. Mary Jane didn't find anything noteworthy in terms of supplies, but she did have a look at the school registry and find an address of her favorite music teacher. She now insists on paying him a visit. It's a nice older gentleman who might be in need of assistance in these tough times. It would be a pretty long walk and obviously not the safest. Should we agree to this? Yeah, sure. I forgot that I didn't send her out on a scavenge. I thought I did, but whatever. Ooh, we got a harmonica. That's nice. Dehydration, starvation. What we initially thought was thunder turned out to be heavy knocking on the door. Someone either hates that door or is very determined to have someone answer it. Should we open the door? Did we do everything for the twins? Is this the twins? Oh, yes, yes, yes! Haha! Alright, we got the twin ending. Nice! And we got it with everyone. Dude, for so long we thought the world has really turned into a cruel, unforgiving, and hopeless place. But today, our views on it were challenged when the siblings and a few other people from their group visited us with an invitation to come live with them in their freshly built, fully functional camp. This is our chance to have a normal life again, being between friendly and good people, taking care of each other during the good and the bad, and uniting together against the evils of the wasteland. This is an emotional moment for us, and time to leave our dark but cozy shelter on our way to a brighter future. Farewell, our humble widow. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. But we got the twin ending. Let's go! With the whole family. Everyone survived. That is really good. We didn't get Pancake, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get him next time. Maybe. But yeah, that was pretty successful. And I told you we would make it this time. What did I say? Okay. Well, that's it. If you want to see me play more 60 seconds, then feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, or maybe don't do anything of those if you don't want to. Yeah. See you. Bye bye.